Press start to begin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Super Bonus Round. We are back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I'm your host, John Mugiwara James. Joined as always by my co-host, Jack Peanut.
Hey!
And Rich Raymers with 767.
Yeah.
And when we last left out, I'm running out of places to put him here. Come on. I need to get away from the police department.
Maybe he's poking his head from behind the blue badge.
Probably. When we last left off, Jake Marshall has exited the story.
Yes.
Forever.
Yes. Yes.
You are just going to make my editing job so much harder.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I better change locales before that. So let's see. Back to the affairs department. Talk to Gumshoe, I think. Yes.
Yes. Hey.
Detective Gumshoe, aren't you supposed to be the meeting?
Just taking a breather. My feet hurt.
From sitting... Oh, wait. I forgot I was doing that.
Actually...
From sitting so long?
Actually... From serving everyone coffee.
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's still out of the loop.
Say, have either of you seen Mr. Edgeworth?
Edgeworth? No. Why do you ask?
He's under fire from the police department and the prosecutor's office. It's almost like the battle between you two in court.
That sounds serious.
If it because of what my sister said?
That's basically what it all boils down to. That falsified evidence 2 years ago. Now Mr. Edgeworth has the whole world after his blood.
Yikes.
Edgeworth's crisis. But why would Edgeworth be blamed? It's not like he knew the evidence was forged. Monica Skies is the guilty party here, isn't she? Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, being her fucking attorney.
Yeah. Regardless, the prosecutor is responsible for the evidence they present in court. Not only that, but as you know, there have been a lot of rumors going around about Mr. Edgeworth. His amazing talent as a prosecutor's kept him safe from those who don't like him. But now with this, Austen,
so many people who hate him.
In our world, only those with talent rise to the top, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth not only has that, but he's young. There is no better recipe I know of for making enemies.
My dear sweet Gumshoe, meritocracy is a myth. Hey, Dick, keep up with the good work!
Yes, sir.
Let's go out for lunch again
Let's
sometime.
go.
My treat.
Yes, sir.
You gotta take me back to that joint. You want to get that one?
You gotta take me back to that joint sometime, okay, Dick?
Yes, sir.
Seems you don't have any problems with enemies.
Yeah, well, I'm careful not to stick out. Anyway, I'm a bit worried about him. Under all this pressure, I'm afraid Mr. Edgeworth just might crack. Actually, I took a look at the file earlier with while the coffee was brewing.
He seems genuinely concerned for Edgeworth. Well, did you find out anything?
The only evidence Dark left behind was during his final attack.
His final attack? You mean...
when he killed Prosecutor Marshall, who was trying to protect some girl.
Me.
Seems Detective Gumshoe never realized Emma was the girl.
That's when he left the most incriminating evidence of all.
Well, what was it?
Oh, let's see. I think it had something to do with the murder weapon. Oh, I forget. Look, it's all written somewhere in here, okay?
His powers of recollection never fail to impress.
Maybe you show him the murder weapon. It might jog his memory.
Yeah, let's do that first.
About this. Hey, is that?
There's a tag attached with the label SL9 incident on it. I believe this would be the broken murder weapon you were speaking of.
What are you doing with that? Ever since that case was closed, that knife's been locked away in a locker.
On Friday, Detective Goldman was murdered. This suddenly disappeared from the locker. And he was found in Mr. Edgeworth's car muffler.
That's it! Now I remember what that incriminating piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it all came back to me.
Well, what was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again. Bingo.
Joe Dark was 42 at the time of the crime. He was just your run-of-the-mill businessman.
A businessman? What made him take the serial killing?
One day on his way home from work, he hit someone with his car.
With his car? So, it was an accident?
Well, he ran over a guy. He's like, well, better get a kill streak going.
An accident, yes, but it transformed him into an animal. He was going for a tactical nuke in Call of Duty.
Oh, God, that's going by. Kid walked by
just then, so he killed him too. Dark came up on scene, was killed as well. Finally turned himself in.
The game was doing that, not me. Seems like it was a pretty careless criminal.
Of course, this is all conjecture. There wasn't a single shred of evidence.
So he turned himself in.
Yes, but in the middle of his questioning, he fled and murdered his final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. That crime was witnessed by someone too, but luckily Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that last witness wasn't killed.
That last witness, aka Emma. This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it?
That's right. We traced it back to the store he bought it at. Plus, it had his fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using it to murder anyone, right?
That's where his luck ran out. When you take a good look at the knife, you'll see it's broken. No shit.
You don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway. Take a guess where the broken off tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound.
Did it match Dark's knife?
You bet. Down to the last fiber.
That's pretty conclusive.
Well, there you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Can I ask you one more thing? Oh, yeah, sure. What is it? If it's money you need, you should ask Chief Kent.
The $50 thing again. It's not money, but it does concern the chief. His office is a crime scene, right? It's where Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we'd like to have a look around if that's okay.
Well, a detective's ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
But if I let a civilian in there, I'd be charged with breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Simply put, I'd be canned.
Hey, not behind the TV, buddy. No. No.
Sorry, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this ID card? With Detective Goodman's.
That won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh.
So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance to get him into that office.
I wonder if there's something we could show him that would make him change his mind.
I wonder if it's something we have now. No, we don't have anything right now.
Aww.
Underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. No one's here today. Not even Miss Starr.
Everyone's probably busy looking into what exactly went down in the evidence room. That must be where the detectives saw.
We proved in court today that on the day of the crime, no one was murdered in the evidence room at 5:15 p.m.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead it looks like we just ended up making Lana look even more guilty.
Hanging fair, Lana.
I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Back to Edgeworth's office. I wonder if Edgeworth is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
What are you doing here?
He sure was quick to throw out that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh?
Ugh. I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's Edgeworth for you. Always trying to hide his real feelings.
So what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day. There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase the fact.
But you didn't know, did you? I mean, the evidence was falsified.
Yeah. The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error, my responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
Even Edgeworth can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First, last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me. To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But Mr. Edgeworth, you can't just walk out on the trial.
Tomorrow's the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
It's only half as long as most lists? That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taken around that time.
That picture, something seemed strange about it. Could you tell us again about what happened that day? The day Detective Goodman was murdered? You were participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were the fifth.
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
You finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back.
This.
Oh yeah, Chief Scan asked you to hold on to that, didn't he?
Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that was closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
That's the story we heard yesterday. So you came back here to the prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to?
That's right.
Alright, we should probably present that picture to him. This picture was hanging on the wall in Chief Gant's office.
Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He had just started making a name for himself. Looks like this was taken when he received the King of Prosecutors trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes?
The trophy Mr. Marshall's holding. It's a little different than yours.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yes, you're right. Ah, I remember now.
Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Sounds interesting. Would you mind telling it to us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on. This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Oh, sure. Everyone knows that. Why don't you tell it, though, for Emma's sake?
Very well. Long ago in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd. He claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield. He claimed could withstand any weapon.
Wait a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus, the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
I wonder if that's actually the truth.
Oh, I see. So the chipped field and the broken knife symbolize.
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
That's funny.
You're welcome, Four Eyes.
Oh, Jesus.
Really? This is how I talk and that's what you make fun of? If that's so, then why were you only given a shield?
You'll have to ask Chief Gant. 2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Chief Gant. Alright, and then finally... Oh, we better examine the piece of paper he threw on the ground.
Oh.
I wonder what he was writing before.
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edgeworth is sitting right there.
Just distract them. I'll check it out.
Hey, Edgeworth! Is that Detective Gumshoe out the window? Oh no, he's falling to the ground!
Hold on. First, let me see what that girl's doing crawling around my feet.
Detective Gumshoe's falling to his death, and he's like, hold on, let me see what this girl's doing. Like, if Detective Gumshoe was falling, he doesn't give a shit.
Right off the fucking cliff.
He didn't even look.
He didn't even look.
What? Letter...
You're having trouble reading, I'll read it for you. It says letter of resignation.
Oh, shit.
Resignation! Edgeworth, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died.
But Mr. Edgeworth, none of it is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
Uh-oh. I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
This letter of resignation. I wonder if I could use it for anything.
We show it to Dick.
Oh, that'll motivate him to make us barge into the office.
There you go.
Oh, something's gonna happen here?
Excuse me. Oh, that's you.
Oh, that's... Excuse me. Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
I would!
Miss Star! I guess she's at her lunches.
You certainly are the curious sort, aren't you? Kind of like the first person who sucked a cow's nipple to discover milk.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Still, I never thought you'd go digging up that case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in the SL9 incident. Not only that, but the murder occurred on the very day the evidence from that case was due for transferal. This can't be all attributed to mere coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness?
The instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you can dig up, it won't change what I saw. Roast beef is meant to be savored when eaten.
Miss Star's hatred towards Lana. It all dates back 2 years ago.
And so are meat curtains. Hey!
Joe Doc. That's a name I'll not soon forget.
I now have to ask if the carpet matches the drapes.
We trailed him for half a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think it was ever more alive than I thought, than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of hot gravy. Poor old Jake Mosser, though. Must have been going through hell.
You mean because of his brother's death?
They were close, those two. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate.
Her?
Lana Sky. My sister? The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by the legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant?
After the case closed.
That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. And this legendary pair of mine is how I can find a job in this economy.
God damn it!
That's why we were so shocked how it turned out.
You mean with the forging of the evidence?
Don't get me wrong, Joe Dog got what he deserved. Still, it was obvious the evidence produced in court was being manipulated. It seems our team never found what should suddenly appear while other items were kept secret. But you don't have... Oh shit. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save Goodman were relieved of our duties. Most without even so much of an explanation. Then Nana Sky transferred to the prosecutor's office and became chief prosecutor. Nana always wanted to be a prosecutor. Nothing's quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Nana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
She was being used?
Damon Gent and Lana Sky. Gent led the investigation and Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gent's magnetism in particular was almost unreal.
His magnetism?
Magnetism?
By the way, by that I mean his ability to attract evidence.
Oh, I thought you said you were implying that he was like Magneto.
No, but they can both be defeated by a wooden gun. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled.
And both are extremely attractive for their age.
Yeah, after seeing some pics, I finally get it now.
Yeah, people were really thirsting for Magneto after his appearance in '97. His new one. Incredible evidence? You mean...
Oh yes, there were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him though.
I take it she's talking about forged evidence.
Back then, everyone looked up to Lana. Other detectives wanted to be like her. Really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything crooked and always watched out for the other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Mothville. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. If it wasn't for her, I don't think Jake would ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes it all the more infuriating. Miss Thor. That's why I'll never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn so cold after that?
Being used. Lana transferred to the prosecutor's office 2 years ago, didn't she?
Yes, thanks to Chief Gent's powerful influence. Chief. That's right. Having solved the SL9 incident, his position as chief was secured. There was only one thing left for him to control, and then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
What? You mean that's why Lana transferred?
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how can he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing's for sure. Ever since that case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude there must have been a reason for her change.
At last, I'm finally getting close to the bottom of this ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Star.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn out to be a better chef than I've been.
Because if you don't, you'll just be making cake cuisine. All right, well, this will motivate Gumshoe for sure.
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna post this in the chat.
Oh boy.
if a bison were Muppet.
It's Sweetums' head on a bison. What the hell?
I love it. Okay, I'm saving this and showing my friend Rudy. She is going to love this.
Oh, you're back.
You're still here?
I gotta make 150 copies of these files. Brewing coffee, copying files. I'm turning into a regular DJ, which is this desk jockey.
You're a GJ at Phil?
If I'm not mistaken, I think he means desk jockey.
Bingo!
Oh, fat GJ.
I gotta admire your persistency, but my answer's still no. I'm not letting you in the chief's office, period. It'd be my neck on the line.
That office is the last crime scene of the SL9 incident. I have to take a look in there.
There's gotta be something we can do to make the detective change his mind.
That letter of resignation.
I know how to change his mind. We can end today's episode. So next time in the Super Bonus Round, we're breaking and entering. So thank you guys again so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Put him in Gumshoe's bandages that time.